I slumped pretty hard this month. But I did finish 4 books, so let's go over it with a yes, no, or maybe if I would recommend them. The first book I read is If It Makes You Happy. I 100% recommend this book, especially reading it in the fall. It has immaculate fall vibes, and it takes place in the 90s, so it just felt very nostalgic. Our female main character, Michelle, has to move to a small town in Vermont after her mom passes away to take over this bed and breakfast that her parents were running. And she's from a big city, she has a big city job, so this is completely opposite from what she's used to. And she soon meets her neighbor, who is a single dad and the baker within town. He just kind of starts like inserting himself in her life. The romance was fun, the slow burn was burning. It was so good, and I just thought that this was the perfect fall read. The second book I read was Princess of Blood, which is the second book after Servant of Earth. I love this series. If you have not read it, please read it right now. Go ahead to your Libby. If you haven't heard me talk about this book before, our female main character Kenna is a human, and she is forced to be a Fae servant. And one of her main responsibilities is to help her mistress get through these trials, because Fae, when they reach a certain age, have to pass trials in order to get access to their full magic. This book has romance, political intrigue, the trials are really fun, it was super fast paced, and the second book was just as good. Then I read The Strength of a Few, which is the second book after The Will of the Many. This is your sign to pick up this book. I love the series. If you don't know about this book, I'm going to try to explain the first book in a very general way that doesn't spoil anything. Our main character Vis is an orphan, and he gets unexpectedly adopted by this guy who lost his brother and is kind of looking for answers. So he adopts Vis to put him in a very prestigious academy in order for him to have access to places and people to get more information. And he also has a run-in with the rebels, and so he's kind of caught between these two groups of people. The second book was so good. It did take me a little bit to get into it, but I feel like the second book set up for the rest of the series to be insane. Then I slumped hard because how do you move on from The Strength of a Few? I don't know. I couldn't. So I DNF'd a few books, but then I picked up Indigo Ridge, which is a romance and mystery. I'm usually not a mystery type of gal, but I really enjoyed this book, and so I would absolutely recommend it. In this book, our female main character, Wynn, moves to a small town in Montana to become the chief of police. And on her first night in town, she ends up having a one-night stand with a person who she finds out later is Griffin Eden. And the Eden family is the family that established this town, so they were incredibly well known. Due to an ongoing case that's happening, they are forced to spend more time together, so you get to see their romance grow, and then you also get the mystery in this book, and the plot twist got me. This book was so fast-paced, it was so fun. I think it's the perfect palate cleanser, and I'm just really excited to read more of Devney's books. Let me know what your favorite book from November was.